The Four Noble Truths are the most fundamental teachings of the Buddha. They are the foundation of the entire Buddhist path, and they provide the framework for all of the Buddha's teachings. The Four Noble Truths are: 1. The truth of suffering, dukkha; 2. The truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya; 3. The truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha; 4. The truth of the path to the cessation of suffering, magga. The first noble truth is that suffering, dukkha, is a part of life. This is not to say that life is all suffering, but rather that suffering is an inescapable part of life. Suffering can take many forms, such as the pain of illness, the sorrow of loss, or the frustration of unfulfilled desires. The second noble truth is that the origin of suffering, samudaya, is attachment. This means that we suffer because we are attached to things that are impermanent, such as our bodies, our possessions, and our relationships. We suffer because we want things to be a certain way, and when they are not, we feel disappointed, angry, or even devastated. The third noble truth is that the cessation of suffering, nirodha, is possible. This means that it is possible to be free from suffering. The Buddha attained this freedom, and so it is possible for us to attain it as well. The fourth noble truth is that the path to the cessation of suffering, magga, is the Noble Eightfold Path. This is the path that the Buddha followed to attain freedom from suffering. It includes right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. The Four Noble Truths provide the framework for all of the Buddha's teachings. They show us that suffering is a part of life, that it has a cause, that it can be ended, and that there is a path to its end. By understanding the Four Noble Truths, we can begin to free ourselves from suffering and live a life of peace and joy.